The more time you spend in the woods, patterns start to stand out. It's like running into a brick wall when you start to see the puzzle as a whole instead of individual pieces. You start to realize why the deer use this side of the ridge or that side of the valley. You start to notice the life and death of trees. The little things alongside the big. You try and see where you fit into all of this. What's most important is that no matter how you fit into this world, you find adventure along the way. This is the cycle. The season always starts the same way. Tons of preparation. I spend lots of time building arrows, staying arrows, cresting arrows. This year I came full circle. My first bow hunting experience was as an observer. I watched Dad take his first deer with archery equipment when he loosed an arrow from his old bear compound into a mature doe. So eventually, I knew I would come full circle and hunt with a bear bow of my own. It's been a dream of mine to hunt with a bear recurve. After getting my gear squared away, there is, of course, scouting. This year, scouting really paid off. I had a few bucks patterned and 3 days off work for the season opener. Only one problem. Heavy rain. But Fred Bear said, a rainstorm isn't a reason to quit the hunt. It's a reason to stay. I did some still hunting and some stand hunting. I saw some deer, just couldn't make it happen on my feet. Finally, on the last day off, the weather broke. The morning was dead silent. Out of the morning steam, the buck of public land bucks showed himself. I missed. Deflected off a branch, and he was gone. I knew if I ever wanted to see him again, I would need to give him space. So I went exploring. I hunted this valley twice, and both times the deer I saw were on a mission to this one tree. Now, after years of hunting the big woods, I always find acorns, but usually there are too many acorns to bring deer to a specific tree. This particular tree was dropping first. It was the token food source in the valley. It was the first time I have ever had the pleasure of hunting a destination food source. I experienced some absolutely amazing encounters. Finally, one morning, I was presented a shot. This was simply not my year. Even after a decade of bow hunting, the nerves still get to me. I hope that feeling never goes away. I just hope I can control it a bit more in the future. One of the coolest things I got to experience this season involved taking my wife out for her first bow hunting experience. Seems fitting that her first bow hunting adventure was from a spectator's view, just like my first experience. Walking into the woods together with another old bear bow. Dad and I both drew black bear permits. Normally, I see a lot of bears. Sometimes they even try to eat me.
Yo, bear! Yo, bear!
Just apparently, they don't like to be seen when I have a permit. You can use any weapon to hunt black bears in Maryland, but during bear season, it's still archery season for whitetails. So we both chose our bows. Turns out, it was a good thing too. We were covered in deer. So much so that Dad took his first buck with a bow during our trip. Another one of those full circle moments. We shared this camp when he took his first deer with a bow. We are sharing this camp again when he took his first buck with a bow. I hunted all the way until the bitter end of our archery season. But success evaded me. Success, that is, in a taking meat and bone home sort of way. But learning from and enjoying this year's cycle was incredible. We are all part of the cycle. The life cycle. The cycle of the seasons. So, if we are going to be involved, we need to make a difference. Even the smallest of efforts can make a change. So, introduce someone new to the cycle. And Don't get lost in the cycle. Try something new. But most importantly, go adventure.